Welcome everybody to the MadBox podcast. We are here to open up the box of all things mad and let them loose before we shove them back in there again. I am Pickle Man, joined by MF Noah. Noah? I went blank. Wait, what? Wait, what? I went blank?
Oh, there's Jamie.
Wait,
he lives. What? He's awake.
Jamie's awake. Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. Well, I am Tinfoil Tom on YouTube. Check me out on YouTube, Tinfoil Tom. Mr. Whiskers loves you on Twitch. Joined by MF Noah. Check out MF Noah on YouTube and on Twitch. And Producer Jamie Inside of Mind on Twitch and YouTube. Fixing the cropping. We're back after we took a week away. We're refreshed. We're ready. Also, Noah, did you know that I'm the streamer of the year?
You're the streamer of the year?
No, I don't know.
Of the entire year? Oh.
Of the entire year. No, in case anybody isn't aware, I was part of a creator cohort that was organized by Blurp, which is the company that does the website with all the funny sounds and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And a few other people were sponsors of it. Throne, which is like the creator wishlist company, and a few other companies. And I was part of a 6-week cohort that challenged us to do stuff with other creators, submit clips for feedback, do our streams, make clips, and just really like challenge ourselves to like, push hard for, I think it was 6 weeks, 7 weeks. And I ended the program. It started with 1,000 streamers. I ended as number 35. It ranked all of your.
Wow. Okay.
It's pretty cool, actually.
Awesome, man.
Yeah. It ranked all of your analytics. So like your stream interactions, your clip interactions, like likes, comments, all that kind of stuff. And every week they would eliminate the 100 lower performing people, like eliminate them from it, and until there was like X amount of people left.
It's a big feels bad, actually.
It is a big feels bad.
You suck. You don't have enough fucking analytics.
Yeah.
You've been eliminated. You're boring.
To be fair, a lot of those people, they'd stream like once a week.
Yeah.
And like, you get what you put in, right? Mm-hmm. And like I was streaming every day, and like I was trying to put up a few clips a day. And all of that stuff. I was really pushing for it, but I ended as number 35, which is awesome. And also they did an awards. Yeah, it felt very validating. I actually cried.
That's
after.
Cool. You cried?
Because I was so like
you were working hard at it.
I was really grinding for like that 7 weeks. And at the end of it, they did Blurp on their YouTube channel. Did an award ceremony hosted by, I think her name was Caliente. She's a Twitch partner. She hosted Caliente. I think that's her name. She hosted an award show. Yeah. And they sent out a thing voting on a bunch of different categories as voted on by the 1,000 people in the program, and I won the Hidden Gem Award.
Look at that, man. Good shit.
And when I won it, I actually cried. I felt so lame. I started crying because I was like, I started doing like they like me. They don't hate me. It felt very validating. It sounds lame because like it was just like I didn't like win anything. I just got like recognition, but it was still like
you worked hard on something and it worked out. That's cool.
So it was very cool to be. So thank you, Blurp, for putting that together. That was very nice, and I'll keep pushing hard. Yeah. I'll keep pushing hard. How was your week away?
My week away, I don't know, just streamed really. I started my diet again. There's that. Started going to the gym every day. Dude, I go in the gym, I go like on the treadmill for like an hour and I'm like sweating. I'm like, it's like I just like wrestled a tiger or something. I'm so out of shape. It's kind of embarrassing.
I am having the same problem. So I was, for a period of my life, when I was younger, maybe you had this same relative experience. When I was younger, I used to go to the gym all the time, and I was in pretty good shape for for a long time. And then when I first moved in with my friends Nathan and Seth to LA, when I did live out there, this was like 2009, 2010 to like 2015 or so. I didn't have a car, so I just rode my bike everywhere. And I got into like pretty good shape because I was like, oh, I'm like, if I want to go to the store, I have to put all my groceries in a backpack and like carry them back and ride my bike back. And going to work, I had to ride my bike to work and then work all day and then ride my bike home. And I was in pretty good shape. And I will say, I love streaming. I love making content. However, I think that you probably are feeling the same way. Streaming has made me very out of shape, I feel.
Sure.
And I need,
for sure.
I gotta start getting.
I definitely,
getting back to
I
it
definitely
too.
started gaining weight though after I met my wife. It's like the drive to be skinny and healthy kind of dissipated once I received happiness. I like found out I'm like, okay, I'm happy now. And then I started going out to eat all the time. Then we started going getting food all the time, you know. At first it was like, oh, we'd share the meals and we were super healthy. And then it was like, you know what, maybe you get your own meal and I'll have my meal. And then it was like, well, she's not even finishing her meal. Maybe I'll eat her meal after she's done too.
Yeah. I think it's also just getting older, to be honest. I think both of us are.
That's true too. Yeah. I'm old. I get it, dude.
I mean, I'm probably about 10 years older than you. So it's like it doesn't get any easier. So I think that like that's like kind of where I need to get back into the gym too. I think even like just
well, you're not fat though. You just need to work out. You just need to move. So it's not like you have to like worry about losing weight.
I do need to lose some weight. I will say that since I've started streaming more, I've probably gained like 20 pounds. So I think I do think that if I lost that 20 pounds, I'd be back to where I was. And I think that like by doing that and like increasing my cardio doing that, I do think I'd be that's what I need to do. I need to get. I probably weigh like 195 now, and
these skinny fucking people, man. And these skinny people are like, I need to lose like 10 pounds. Oh, I'm so fat.
But like an example, when I was in like great shape, like I rode my bike all the time, I weighed 155 pounds.
Yeah, how much you weigh now?
Like almost 200 pounds.
Fuck out of here.
But that's still like,
I'm so fat. I'm almost 200 pounds. Oh no.
But
Tom, how much do you think I weigh?
What's that?
How much do you think I weigh? Ballpark it.
How tall are you?
I am 5'9".
Okay, I'm 5'10", so we're about the same height.
Okay.
And you're saying the 200 is lightweight?
Just guess, ballpark it. I don't want to give too much away.
275.
More.
280.
More. He went up 5 pounds like it was gonna make that much of a difference.
Well, I mean,
more.
315.
Yeah, I'm 315.
That's still not. Well, I thought you were gonna. I thought it was gonna be something crazy. Like you're gonna be like, I weigh. You can't tell, but I weigh 700 pounds. 315.
No, I feel like people don't think I weigh like 300 pounds, but yeah.
No, you don't look like dude. You don't look like you weigh 300. So I think that I'm assuming that a lot of it. You said you did construction, so I'm sure that a lot of that is muscle.
Well, I mean, I did construction almost 6 years ago now. So
yeah, I guess that's kind of like
still be muscle, Tom.
I guess that's kind of like when I'm like when I lived in LA 10 years ago, I rode my bike everywhere. It's like the same thing.
Yeah, Jamie, I feel like realistically, like I feel like all you need to do is just like work out. You're fine.
Yeah,
like being under 200 pounds is pretty okay. It's pretty good.
Jamie, how much do you weigh?
I'm about similar to you, Tom. I think I've been a bit since I went, so yeah.
We gotta go. This
Jimmy's skinny. Jimmy's skinny. Tom's skinny. That's all you guys need to know.
Both of us are skinny, but I'm not.
Yes,
but I'm not
you're
skinny. I'm super out of shape.
What do you mean?
I don't feel. I
stand up right now, you pickle. Dude, you're skinny. Shut up, man. Shut up. You're skinny, man. Come on. Hey Tom, why don't you explain to everyone why you're a pickle today? I feel like people probably have questions for that. Also, to the Spotify listeners, Tom is in a full pickle costume.
Well, it's our first show. Okay, so we should say that we should get into the show. This is our loose introduction. This is our first show on our new channel. For anybody wondering what happened to the old channel, it was Jamie's secondary channel, and we noticed that we were getting a lot of comments being like, "Who are you? Inside of Mind was hacked. Is this part of the new Inside of Mind ARG? Where is the ARG footage?" And we were like, this isn't the attention that we wanted. So we decided to start an entirely fresh channel. And I do think that that's a better idea. So
I think it's a better idea because it's cooler. We also talked about the idea of starting fresh, seeing where we can go, seeing, the building that we can do from the ground up, rather than having a pre-existing channel we can't really see.
Right.
It's more like you look at the analytics, right? You have people unsubscribing rather than subscribing because it's Inside of Mind viewers that are like, who the fuck are these people? Right? I didn't subscribe to this. I didn't do this.
And we get it. I think that that's going to happen because we weren't like, sure, maybe we would like touch on some ARG stuff like every once in a while. Like if some new ARG comes out and like we're interested in talking about it, but that's not the focus of the content. So I also understand it is that people subscribe for a very specific thing, and then we weren't providing said thing, so they were unsubscribing from that channel. But that's why we're doing this channel. This is the first episode back, and that calls for a pickle costume.
Oh, okay. So it's the first episode because you did a hot dog costume first episode on the other channel.
Well, I thought we were all going to wear pickle costumes.
I don't have a pickle costume.
But you could have a pickle costume.
I don't have any.
But then your chat could ask you to put the pickle costume on all the time.
I wore a hat. That's all you're gonna get from me, okay?
That's fair. That's fair. Well, so this is the MadBox podcast. We start off every week we start off with the mad stories. So there's crazy stories, strange news going around in the world. I think we should get into some of those. And then we get into our main topic every week, which might be weird alien government conspiracy, or it might be streamer drama. And this week it's streamer drama. Noah's going to provide us with the hot goss of the streamer drama. But we always start off with strange.
A little bit more than streamer drama. Just a tiny bit more. Just a little bit, tiny bit, a little bit. There is some zesty streamer drama too.
Well, we always start off with some interesting news around the web. I think we should start off with this. Do you guys know who the band?
Okay.
Why? Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Okay, how's that? Okay. And I'm trying to pull up a different article because the article that I put in our doc. Okay, now it's letting me look at it. Weird. Yeah, it wouldn't let me look at it. Okay, so do you guys know who the band Turnstile is?
No.
Okay, so I'll give you guys a little bit, and for anybody listening at home, Turnstile is a punk and hardcore band. They are currently on top of the world. They just played Coachella. Coachella, you guys know what Coachella is, obviously.
What's Coachella?
Coachella is a big music festival that goes on every year. So they just played Coachella. They had arguably this huge set. It was very big. I'm seeing a lot of clips of them from Coachella recent that just happened. They are a huge band. They won 2 Grammys for their last album. They are enormous right now. They are as big in the punk and hardcore world as they're probably the biggest punk and hardcore band I would say of the last decade. At a minimum, they're the biggest punk and hardcore band of the last decade.
Mm-hmm.
The drama going on, the strange news going on with Turnstile right now is their former guitarist. His name is Brady Ebert. He is a childhood friend of the singer. They started this band together. They started this band in 2010. Okay. Founding member of the band, childhood friend of the singer. He was kicked out of the band a couple of years ago, and the word around the rumor mill is that it was for drug abuse, which, I mean, if you're a rock star, maybe, and this is all alleged. I've seen people alleging this, but I haven't seen definitive proof of it. But apparently his behavior started to become very erratic, and they kicked him out of the band. And shortly after kicking him out of they got a new guitarist. Shortly after kicking him out of the band, that's when they won their Grammys. So, a year or two later, they're one of the biggest bands in the world. They're playing, Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. They're playing Coachella. They're winning 2 Grammys. They're on top of the world.
It's called Turnstile.
The name of the band is Turnstile.
Okay.
They're very good. If you like punk and hardcore music, they're a very fun band. They're very, very good. Brady Ebert, the band's founding guitarist, apparently went to the singer's dad's house. This is like their childhood neighborhood. I guess he still lives in that. I think he still lives in his childhood home. He went to the dad of the singer, went to his house, got into an altercation with the singer's father, and then ran him over with his car.
The ex-guitarist?
The ex-guitarist of the band that has been removed.
Why their dad?
They got into an argument, and apparently this has all been bubbling up for quite a while. Brady, the former guitarist, has been making statements online, basically trying to throw shade at the band. He's been just throwing unhinged accusations at the band for now years, now saying that the band owes him money. They owe him royalties from his time being in the band, which, maybe they owe him money for his time being in the band.
Why would they owe him if they blow up after him? Was it his music?
They won the Grammy. So the 2 Grammys they won were on an album that he co-wrote.
Oh, well, I mean, I feel like they do owe him some restitution.
So
not now, though, after he tried to kill one of their dads.
Well, he's making unhinged accusations. Basically what he's saying, the band paid him in royalties over the past year. I read a statistic. Royalties over the past year, they've paid him $18,000 in royalties for his work on that album, which is okay, that seems for royalties on
you're it depends on how much they made.
But that's the thing. You don't make bands don't really make money off album sales anymore because it's all on Spotify. So
they make money from their shows
from their shows and from their merch and stuff like that, which he's no longer a part of. He's out of the band. He's not part of that. So what he was claiming is that they owed him millions of dollars, which is not true. That's not how it works anymore. And it seems like a lot of this has been bubbling up for a while, and it then very tragically ended this past, I think this happened a couple weeks ago. He went to the singer's father's house and just started yelling at him. And then
was it the singer's father's house or was it the singer's house?
It was the singer's father's home, but this is the neighborhood.
So he specifically targeted the singer's father and not the singer?
Well, I guess he's been just making unhinged statements online, but also apparently this has been a regular occurrence that he's just been showing up at the father's house and yelling at him and just being crazy. It seems like it seems like he's a deeply troubled individual, and he's having some sort of I think he's having a mental breakdown. I also think it's alleged that he's also using drugs. And now he's being charged with attempted second degree and second degree murder, first degree assault.
Wow.
Ran the singer's father. The singer's father is 79 years old, by the way. This is an old man.
I'm curious about why the singer's father. You know what I mean? If the singer's father wasn't part of the band, right? Unless he was the manager or something.
He wasn't, but so this is, you'd have to know a bit more about the hardcore scene. And this is basically, Brady is the guitarist's name and Brendan is the singer's name. They were a huge part of the Baltimore hardcore and punk scene. They've been in it for their entire lives. And they were literally neighbors to each other, and they grew up on the same street. They started this band together 16 years ago. and the band has now exploded into superstardom, and Brady was a big part of that. And I think that Brady, I'm fairly positive that Brady still lives in his childhood home. And I think he continues, he's trying to get the singer's attention.
So he's trying to get their attention. He's
Yeah.
in close proximity to the
Yes.
singer's family's house. Okay,
That's what that's what
he's just psycho.
that's what I'm assuming. But like it seems like it's very sad because it's
super sad because you know what? It probably really sucks for him that he left the band, then they blew up. Right,
basically,
being that close to stardom.
Yeah, basically.
And then just realizing you just fucked it all up. You know what I mean?
Right. The band.
I'm not saying is excusing him for his actions there.
No, and the band has been really popular for a long time. So to know a little bit more backstory about this, they were all part of the Baltimore punk and hardcore scene. They were involved. Brendan, at least the singer, was in a band called Trapped Under Ice, which is a really big hardcore band. Then they formed Turnstile, which turned into a huge hardcore band and has been for quite a while. Members of these bands were also in another band called Angel Dust, which is like another huge punk and hardcore band. So these were like the guys, you know what I mean? And it seems like Brady, when he was kicked out of, in addition to the money and the fame of like the band, basically the band was at the top of the punk and hardcore scene for a long time. Then they punched through and they became like a mainstream band. And that's around the time they kicked him out. But in addition to that, basically this whole hardcore scene, like Brady was in another band and that band kicked him out of the band because they're like, Brady has been making unhinged social media posts for a while now. So he's been shunned by his community as well. So in addition to being kicked out of his band, he was kicked out of his current band and he's been shunned by the entire community. So
his career is over in the punk hardcore world or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So he's just he's what the kids call crashing out.
Yeah. It's not good, and now it does appear that he is going to prison. And the singer's father is going to make a full recovery. Turnstile actually released a statement, I believe this morning, in regards to this. They kept, I think they were waiting until after Coachella. They were playing, the Coachella is a huge concert venue. So I don't think they were going to make I think they were waiting until their Coachella performance was over to make a statement. But they basically made a statement, and I'm paraphrasing, but they essentially just said that they don't have anything else to say to Brady. In their first statement, when they kicked him out, they did it with grace. Basically,
it seems like he was doing it for attention, and like if they gave him the attention, then he just would continue like way worse.
Yeah,
and he ended up continuing way worse anyway. So yeah, they're like, let's not give him any kind of satisfaction that we, you know.
It's really sad. It's crazy. I feel really bad for the band from everything that I've heard about Turnstile, and I've seen Turnstile before. They're a super fun band. Kudos to them for like sticking with it for 16 years, and like now they've punched through to the mainstream. Like that's crazy. They donate to lots and lots of great causes. They are huge supporters of basically every rights group you can think of. They are supporters of it, and they've been nothing but, they put on a good example of like how they are is they put on free concerts all the time with the money going to various charity organizations. They're as like good of a band in terms of like social outreach as you can possibly get. And it really sucks that they're like that this is happening, but I hope that Brady, the guitarist, I hope he gets the help that I think he very desperately needs right now. But yeah, super crazy situation.
Hopefully, probably not, but
probably this is the crazy in terms of like hardcore punk news. This is the craziest thing I've ever heard of, and I've been going to shows for my whole life basically, and this is the craziest thing I've ever heard of. Well, let's move into a little different of a story. Noah, how would you feel if your genitals were stolen?
Well, that's a loaded question. I think I would be not happy.
Well,
if my genitals were stolen.
I will say that police in Zanzibar are investigating claims, false claims, by the way. They have arrested 10 people under false claims that their genitals had been stolen.
Wait, false claims or
They claimed that in April 7th and April 7th and April 8th, apparently multiple incidents occurred where multiple people claimed that somebody was stealing their genitals. They were going around stealing.
What the fuck?
Multiple people 10 people have been. This seems like a case of mass hysteria. This is probably the most insane story I've ever read in my life, but there are 10 people currently. I don't know what do you even charge for a situation like this? But apparently 10 people are in custody in Zanzibar because they made false claims saying that their genitals were stolen. So the suspects are facing charges of giving false information.
So they didn't actually have their genitals stolen. They're in trouble because they claimed that their genitals were stolen.
This seems like part of this is like a mass hysteria thing, but the other part is I think people actually.
Well, how could it even be mass hysteria? You just look down. Do you have them?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. I guess
confusing.
You just check. I don't know really what to say about this story, but this is a crazy thing, and
it's probably some weird like scam that we're trying to run.
It does seem like a weird scam, but how would you feel if somebody came to you and said, Noah, somebody stole my genitals? What would you say?
What would I say in this ridiculous scenario? How? Why? When? How? Why?
It's a crazy story.
I need to know.
I want to ask the people of Zanzibar, are you okay?
I didn't know Zanzibar was a real place.
Apparently it is, and somebody is there. There's 10 people. There's 10 people saying that their genitals were stolen there.
I thought that was just part of a Tenacious D song.
I was gonna say I was hoping you'd reference Metal Gear because they reference, I believe they reference Zanzibar and Metal Gear as well.
I told you, man, I haven't played Metal Gear.
Wait a second. Back it up. You've never played Metal Gear?
I played Metal Gear Revengeance, but I feel like that doesn't really count.
Revengeance?
Yeah.
You've never played Metal Gear Solid?
No.
Ever?
No. Never.
Would you play Metal Gear Solid? The greatest game ever made?
I'm gonna play Phantom Pain soon.
Phantom Pain is like the worst one, though.
No, the remade one.
No, Phantom Pain is that's the one that came out. That was the last Kojima one, right?
Whatever. Was it Metal Gear Solid 3?
Oh, Delta. Yeah.
Snake Eater, whatever the fuck. Yeah, the new one.
Snake Eater. Yeah, Snake Eater's good. Okay,
was Phantom Pain bad though? I think I owned Phantom Pain too.
Phantom Pain is just like, it's a weird one. I mean, that could be a whole episode of the show in itself. But
let's not get too sidetracked with Metal Gear.
We won't get too sidetracked, but like
just piss you off for sure.
Well, just to give you like context on that, basically, like from what I read about that and what I've seen about Phantom Pain is basically Konami wanted Kojima to do a bunch of like DLC, and like this was when like every game had pay $5 for the skins, pay $5 for the thing, pay $5. They wanted to include all of this in the game, and Kojima was like, didn't want to do that stuff. But also, Kojima went way over budget, which is like, that's Kojima, is like, he's going to take as long as he takes, and he's going to spend $1 billion making a game. And Konami then had a falling out with Kojima, and that's also why we lost Silent. Kojima was also making Silent Hill at the same time. He was making his version of a Silent Hill game, and Konami cut ties with him, fired him, released Phantom Pain as it, like, basically told him, wrap it up, like whatever you're doing, just wrap it up, and we're just going to release it. And so the version of Phantom Pain that we got was an unfinished version. It's missing like a third of the content that Kojima wanted to include. It's a really, it's got great combat, but it feels very unfinished. It's like it's not a very satisfying game.
Well, I'll play the other one then. I'll play Delta, whatever.
Delta's good. I mean, Delta's a remake of one of the best games, so you'll probably enjoy that one.
All right, next one before I steal your fucking balls.
Yes, exactly. Well, let's go into another caper. In San Francisco, this is one of the craziest insurance scams that I've seen. Or this was the San Francisco Gate, rather. Let me rephrase that. This is actually.
I feel like the ball stealing is an insurance scam.
This one is a pretty good one too. This is actually in Glendale, California. Do you know anything about LA?
Hot, dry.
It's hot and dry. Glendale is
influencers.
Glendale is it's like past North Hollywood. So it's like if you go to the right of North Hollywood, that's kind of like where Glendale is. But there have been multiple arrests in Glendale. People were sentenced for a bizarre felony insurance fraud case. So from what I read in this article, basically it was a $400,000 car, a Rolls-Royce Ghost sedan. And these people dressed up one of them dressed up in a bear costume and then submitted an insurance claim to try and get the money for the car, saying that the car was a total loss, but it was actually just one of them dressed up in a bear costume. And then they destroyed the car, saying that it was the bear. And now multiple people are arrested for the scam. It has been exposed.
I just feel like there's so many better ways to go about insurance fraud than to dress up as a bear and then attack your car.
Yeah, I feel like this one wasn't I feel like this one wasn't the most well thought out. But this was 3 people. It was Althea Zuckerman of Valley Village. She was sentenced to 180 days in jail and a $55,000 restitution. Ruben Temrazian,
they must have gotten some money from it. Were they successful in any way, shape, or form?
I believe that's why they're being like.
Holy crap! How did it work?
I think that they submitted CCTV footage. Like, so basically, if I'm understanding what happened correctly, one of them was dressed up in a bear costume. The Rolls-Royce Ghost was parked in a driveway, and then there was a CCTV footage of it. And one of them in the bear costume got into the car and just started shredding the seats and destroying it, and then sauntered away in the bear costume. Then they submitted the insurance paperwork saying, look, my Rolls-Royce Ghost was destroyed by a bear. I would like my $400,000, please. And I think that it was probably paid out if they're being... So in terms of restitution, maybe this is what they were given, because they're being told that they have to pay back. One of them has to pay back $55,360, and another one has to pay back $52,268. And all 3 of them are being sentenced to 180 days in jail. All 3 are of Glendale, California, and there is a 4th individual scheduled to return for a court date in September. So potentially
there was a 4th man.
There was a 4th man. So
why did so many people need to be a part of this scam? I feel like just maybe 2 people tops.
Yeah, this
one
seems
guy
like
one guy in a costume, one guy in films. That's it.
This seems like the kind of thing that you want the less. It seems like something leaked. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like
I don't know. I'd be interested to see the footage.
I don't know if we have the footage. Jamie, do we have the footage for this? I have pictures. Yeah, I don't know if we have the footage.
Pretend to be a bear, and that's not just like walk over on 2 feet as a bear and get into the car to open the car door.
So there are pictures. I mean? There is a picture. If you look at the article, Noah, there is a picture of the bear costume.
Yeah, I see the bear costume.
It does not look convincing.
It doesn't look like a bear.
It looks like they have like a fake claw type thing, and that's what they use to shred the car. I like that this is like like looking at this apartment, like this is obviously in their apartment. Looking at this floor, I'm like, oh yeah, this is just like your standard like 2-bedroom Glendale apartment. I this seems like such a stupid case. Why
How did they
I
get
don't
a
understand.
Rolls Royce Ghost?
I suspect that these were I will say this, Noah. I don't know if you know this, but LA is full of wannabe influencers. So I
Dude,
feel
look at this. Is
I
that that's not the footage? That's the
wait, did you find the footage? Oh yeah, there you go. That's it.
To any Spotify listeners, it looks like a man in a bear costume is tearing up.
Destroying a car. I mean, I like looking at this. I think that I would look at this as an insurance adjuster and go, "That's not a bear. That's not." I would go, "That's a guy. That's a guy." I mean, yeah, it's just. Are they showing that this is like? Yeah, they're just okay. They're
That's not it. But the other one was it. The CCTV footage.
It's barely scratch. Okay, looking at the
that's
for the
footage that they. Wait,
So
that's
for-
the damage.
So for Spotify listeners, I mean, maybe it's because this is a $400,000 car, but it's barely damaged. It's like, yeah, there's some holes in the leather seats and there's some scratches, but I would hardly call like to put an insurance claim in on this. It's like, I guess it's like kind of damaged. It's sort of damaged, but like it's not it basically they ripped up the seats a little bit.
Yeah.
That's like it.
So
It's like
crazy.
barely like my car has worse holes than this, and that's just from sitting in it. It
I can't, dude.
they cost
I fucking
100
can't.
operation. Okay, okay, these are the people that were arrested.
You
This is
know,
the
those
lady.
look like the three dudes that would think that would
I like
work,
that they
yeah.
didn't show the lady's. I wonder why they didn't show the lady's face. So for any Spotify listeners, they showed.
Oh, there
the
was a lady.
Yeah, one of them is one of the perpetrators is a female. I assume she's a girlfriend of
Why'd
one
they
of these
show
guys.
her from the back?
Yeah, it's weird. They just show her butt. She's wearing like yoga pants, and they're like showing for Spotify listeners. They just have a photo of her butt in handcuffs.
Maybe
and it's like
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what could have been. Maybe they didn't get a mugshot of her. Maybe she's
I
they
assume
didn't say
this
there was
is
a
like
fourth. Yeah.
yeah. I assume that they took a picture of her as she was like this is just a bad photo. They took a picture of her as she was getting arrested.
Yeah.
And they did not they don't have her mugshot. But yeah, 4 people.
That's crazy.
3 of them are sentenced and they'll be in jail for 6 months. And then when they get out of jail, they'll have the luxury of paying back the state of California $50,000 each.
They'll have a story for the rest of their lives. You know, the guy in the middle kind of looks like Sylvester Stallone.
I was gonna say he does look like Sylvester. He does
It's
look
like kind of weird, right?
I mean, Sylvester Stallone did live in LA for a long time.
Hey, this guy's got a good hairline, you know.
Yeah.
Gotta give it to him too. He's got a good hairline.
He left LA recently. Maybe this is why he left. He went. Did you hear about that? Sylvester Stallone. He's part of that exodus of celebrities who left liberal California. No, Sylvester Stallone moved to Sylvester Stallone. I love Rocky. Love it.
Yeah.
Love Rocky. Sylvester Stallone is like he moved to like Florida and he's like hanging out at like Mar-a-Lago and stuff now with Trump.
Oh, is he? Oh
yeah.
no.
It's not. And I listen.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's like the never meet your heroes type of thing. And
we live in the worst fucking timeline. I want you to know that.
Yeah, but yeah,
you know,
so
these people were always like this though, Tom. You know, it didn't really I feel like we're just now knowing because they're more open about everything, you know.
Yeah. It kind of it is like a don't meet your heroes. It makes me a little sad because I love Sylvester Stallone's movies. Like all like the Rocky movies are some of my favorites. Rambo, so many things he's done. I mean, specifically Rocky and Rambo.
What about the and Unstoppable? What the fuck is it called? Every action star known to existence.
Oh, the Expendables.
Expendables, yeah.
I felt like he was too old for I'll say specifically his older movies, but like Demolition Man, is really Demolition Man is really good. Cobra, like basically all of his like 80s and 90s movies I do really like. But yeah, he very sadly is he's showing his,
and now he's dressing up as a bear for insurance claims.
now his son is dressing up as a bear and
to continue his lineage.
to continue his lineage.
Look, Dad, I'm an actor.
Well, I've got this other story here in crazy news. Did you hear about the FAA? The
FAA?
The Aviation Administration, the Federal Aviation Administration. This is pseudo breaking news. This is from, I believe, just the other day. They are investigating claims after pilots were heard meowing over the radio. Did you hear this footage? I listened to the YouTube footage of it. There were just pilots going meow, 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 meow. And like, you're not supposed to do that, by the way. You're supposed to talk when you're flying an aircraft. You're not supposed to go meow, 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 meow.
They're not supposed to do that? Wait a minute, hold on.
No, that seems like a really dangerous thing to do. Instead of saying like, am I clear for landing at whatever, Washington International Airport? But
Wait,
no.
So this was them landing and they were meow. What?
So apparently it was on a specific.
Fuck?
It's on a specific frequency, and this frequency is usually reserved for a certain type of radio traffic. It's usually not something that you respond to, or I guess you listen to it, but you don't respond to it.
Yeah, it's just air traffic control, probably.
It's just like, well, it's like pilots flying, and you're supposed to like monitor these conversations, and they're being investigated because they're engaging in non-essential conversations when they're below 10,000 feet. And they were just on this radio channel and they were just meowing and barking at each other.
What the fuck, man?
And we could
really
probably
weird.
there is a news story here, but like in the thing, the air traffic controller is just going, you guys have to be professional. Like, what are you doing? And in response, they started going meow, 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 meow.
Oh my god!
And also going woof, 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 woof.
Wait, are
woof,
these
woof,
pilots doing this, or is it the air traffic control tower?
These were the pilots, and then the air traffic controller was going. The air traffic controller was basically going, "What are you doing?" And then but then they decided to troll the air traffic controller. Instead of being like, "You're right," they started going meow, 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 meow. Back to air traffic control.
You know, there's a comment in our live studio audience here. The furries have entered our airspace.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's over. It's over, man.
It's kind of true. This is not something that I like to hear. So I don't have a fear. Like I've flown, I don't know how many times you've flown, Noah or Jamie, but I've flown maybe like, not like a crazy amount of times, maybe like, I probably 15 to 20 times in my life. I don't like flying. I don't like it. I don't enjoy flying that much. Like I do get a little stressed out flying. I don't like going to the airport, but I will do it if I have to. If I have to fly somewhere, I will fly somewhere. I don't enjoy it, but I'll do it. But I don't like hearing that the pilots were meowing and barking at each other instead of being like, tower, we're hitting some chop here.
It's really not. No, that's terrible. It's really bad.
Yeah, it's not good. And they were basically scolded by air traffic controllers saying, you guys have to stop doing this. And then rather than stopping, they doubled down and continued meowing and barking. So they are being investigated for this. I feel like these pilots
should they get jail time?
I don't think they're going to get jail. I don't think they should get because nobody was hurt. I don't think they should get jail time. However,
people could be hurt because they need to communicate what's going on because there's other aircrafts also landing. No, I think it depends on the scenario. We don't know exactly what was said and what was, unless is there audio of it?
There is audio of it. Yeah, I don't know if Jamie can
play the audio of it.
There's probably some audio of it on that news clip associated with the article. So I don't think that they should be arrested. However, I do think they should lose their pilot's licenses. That's
How could you even
like,
joke about that? Like, it's just so weird.
yeah. And like, even in the article, there's a JFK air traffic controller that says, quote, is it against the rules? Yeah. But doing 56 and a 55 is against the rules too. But doesn't really. So basically saying,
okay.
so like an air traffic controller is going, yeah, there's like rules against this, but like, you know, I don't. Yeah,
I think there's a pretty big difference between going slightly over the speed limit and possibly causing a airplane crash because you think it's Keck W super funny Omega lol to meow and bark
Yeah, it does
over
seem
a
like
essential only radio wave.
so apparently the FAA's regulations do prohibit pilots, according to this article. This is from NBC Washington. The FAA regulations do prohibit pilots from engaging in non-essential conversations when they're below 10,000 feet. I mean, if anything, so okay, this is a clear violation of like the standard protocol. This is like this was them having a laugh, and I also get it that this is like probably a very stressful job. But if this is just like any other job, if you work at a coffee, like I've worked at a coffee shops for a long time. If in the rule book it says you do not do this one thing, you do not do this thing, this is very important, you don't do the one thing, and then you do it anyway, I would get fired from that job. So I feel like these pilots probably should be removed from. I don't think they should go to jail, but they shouldn't be pilots anymore. It sounds like.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think
I
I
know.
found the audio. We'll just see if it is first. But
Okay.
I think this just because there's a waveform in here, but I couldn't
Meow
play
meow
it to
meow
see
meow
if it
meow meow
was.
meow 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 meow
Yeah.
meow.
497 runway 19er,
Meow,
clear
meow.
lane.
Flight's getting cleared for
Oh
takeoff.
no, it doesn't end up showing the thing.
What if
And
I just
flight's
started
getting
doing that,
cleared
Jamie?
to
That was the
land.
rest of the show.
But this
Meow 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 meow
True.
meow.
You guys
What the?
need to be professional pilots.
Yeah, that actually happened here at DCA
Yeah,
a
that.
couple of days
Yeah.
ago. Thing.
I
Let's listen to it
mean.
again.
Meow, 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 meow.
Okay, so when pilots talk over the radio, there are
I mean, it's
one
kind
those
of funny.
things is known to everybody. While you can hear something like this.
It is funny.
Meow, 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 meow.
Is it against the rules? Yeah, but you know, doing 56 and a 55 is against the rules too.
Yeah, there he
but
goes. He's doing the
doesn't really
quote.
impact much.
That is
There you go.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I mean, if it's all right, I don't know. It depends on what that specific like radio wave was for, but that they, it's pretty serious to be serious when you're directing flights, organizing land times and all that stuff. Like
right.
it is really funny, but like potentially causing a massive tragedy because you think it's funny to be out is like crazy. But it's
Yeah.
really fucking funny.
I think in this one, these pilots they probably shouldn't be pilots anymore. Well, I think we have time for one more, Jamie. Is that okay? So let me see. Which one do I want to do? I think we should respond to this because I would like to get Noah's impression of this. Noah, did you know that they're remaking? Have you ever seen the original Night of the Living Dead?
Tom, you're not gonna like the answer to this.
You're gonna say no, aren't you?
No, Tom. No, Tom, I haven't. No, Tom.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Have you seen the 1990 remake? It's very disappointing. Very disappointing. Okay, so I'll tee this up a little bit. So I believe the original Night of the Living Dead came out in 1968, and it was made by a Pittsburgh filmmaker named George Romero. It basically inspired all of the zombie things ever. He made a bunch of sequels to it, some of them good, some of them bad. But shows like every zombie media, The Last of Us, The Walking Dead, Resident Evil, everything inspired by the original Night of the Living Dead. That like set the baseline for every zombie thing ever. There was a remake in 1990 that was actually really good. That was made by Tom Savini, who is a legendary makeup effects artist, and he was the original makeup effects artist on a lot of George Romero movies. Not the original Night of the Living Dead, but on a lot of George Romero's movies. Tom Savini was the makeup effects guy. So the 1990 Night of the Living Dead, also very good. A great homage to the original. A great homage. Like Tom Savini did a great job with it. Stars Tony Todd in the remake. Tony Todd, one of my favorite actors. You might know
Who's Tony Todd?
He was the Undertaker from the Final Destination movies.
Oh, I haven't seen those.
God damn it. What movies have you seen?
The Minecraft movie. No, I haven't even seen that either.
Okay, well, I'm trying to think of what else Tony Todd was in The Rock.
Yeah.
You seen The
What's
Rock?
The Rock?
The Nicolas Cage movie, Sean Connery.
I know The Rock.
Tony Todd is a very famous actor as well. He's Candyman.
What's Candyman?
God damn it. We gotta make you watch the movies. Tony Todd is okay. I'm just laying.
I could have probably told you that Noah had never seen any of these movies before we even went live. So I don't know why you actually thought he saw any of the. I literally saw that in the news, of the night, the new movie and remake, and I was like, Noah's not gonna know what that is. It's just...
Okay, you would know. You've seen the Walking Dead TV show.
Nope.
That's like a modern TV show. You haven't even seen that? That's like a right now show.
No, that's 10 years ago, Tom. What do you mean? That's 15 years old. It was 2010. I think it's even ending.
No, it's still on. My point is, it's still on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one watches it anymore.
Okay. Well, I'll back it up
Let's
and
do
say.
another one. No, I like this. Let's like this. Tom, continue. Keep trying. Try to get me.
I'll back it up and just say George Romero made this movie. It laid the foundation for the zombie genre.
Okay, well, hold on. Keep going. I want to see if you can get one that I've seen.
Movies you've seen? Okay. You've seen 300.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. All right, good job.
I'm gonna try to zero it in and see what movies you watch.
Okay.
You've seen Marvel movie. You've seen Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay,
don't make that face. Everyone's seen the Avengers, bro. You're like clocking me for seeing the Avengers, bro.
Well, no, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what movie, like what your top like 5 movies would be.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure it out. Fast and the Furious.
I've seen Fast and the Furious. Yeah.
Okay.
He's naming like all the very like everyone has seen Fast and the Furious ever. To be fair though, everyone has seen Walking Dead, just not me. Yeah, sure. You get me on that one.
True. And Walking Dead was only good for the first couple seasons. Then it got bad anyway.
I think that's with a lot of stuff is that I missed it in the beginning because I was super against like mainstream media when I was in like high school. Like I didn't want to do anything that other people were doing. And then like when I, matured more and I was like, oh, I don't really care. I'll watch it even if other people watch it, like whatever. At that point, like Game of Thrones, bad. It ended. Everyone hated it, right? I'm like, well, because I'm not gonna watch Game of Thrones. Walking Dead, people are like, oh, I hate this now.
Have you since watched Game of Thrones?
No.
Really? Game of Thrones
I think I saw the first episode and something was going on between a sister and a brother, and I was like, this is a little bit much for me.
Game of Thrones is really, I actually really, last season aside, and I actually watched Game of Thrones or portions of it again recently. I think it wasn't as bad in hindsight. Like the final season, the final season's not good, but it wasn't as bad in hindsight.
Wasn't there like a Starbucks coffee cup on the table of one of the shots?
There is. Well, but that's just like a filming error. Have you seen Breaking Bad? No Breaking Bad either.
Nope.
Wow.
No Breaking Bad.
I actually think you'd like Breaking Bad. I'm not sure about Game of Thrones, but I think you'd enjoy that. Or Sopranos. I've started watching that. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, so I I love.
I saw The Sopranos, but I
love
was
The
really
Sopranos.
young and I don't really remember any of it. That's another thing too. Is like even if I have seen something, I've almost completely forgotten it by now. If like years have gone by,
The
Yeah.
Sopranos is
I
good. You'd
delete
probably like it.
things. Yeah.
You would probably Breaking Bad is very very good. It's like probably in terms of like television, like network television, like what they were able to accomplish in a network television show. I feel like everything hit.
You know what?
In
You
that
know,
show.
I've seen a lot of comedies. I don't think you watch comedy stuff, do you?
I watch everything.
Okay.
It depends. I think that I'm like
Like in
My-
terms
my-
of TV, definitely I've seen only comedies really. And movies, I've seen a lot of comedy movies. That's basically it.
well, we should watch this. Okay, I
I
wanted
tend to
to
avoid things that are serious. Does that make
I
sense?
wanted to show this because I was so I was like, what the hell is this? I think that this is the money laundering thing. This
What?
trailer looks very bad. This is like it takes the
Is
original
this
movie.
from
the night-
from the Night of the Living Dead or something?
This is the new version of Night of the Living Dead. It basically it's as if they took the original Night of the Living Dead and then took a dump on it. It
Yeah,
looks
so also before we
very
start,
bad.
there's like a movie that's coming to my head. I don't know why. I'm just thinking about it now. Shrek. Have you seen Shrek? Is there?
I have actually never seen Shrek.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. You just haven't. You just missed like one of the most like. you know,
Okay, hold on. I
culturally
haven't
innovating.
I haven't looked at the chat. Did someone say that in the chat by any chance? Because I might know who the hell that is.
I'm bringing it out of thin air, you know? I'm just thinking, hey, maybe Shrek. Maybe he hasn't seen Shrek or something.
That's really
Just
funny.
because listen, I'll watch Shrek
The
eventually.
chat really got him there.
I'll watch Shrek eventually. You can't make me watch Shrek. I'll watch it
Just
eventually.
berating,
Shrek and you're coming
berating
at me for all these other
everyone,
things,
and then
man.
he's never seen Shrek.
I'll
I
watch
feel
Shrek
like
eventually.
Shrek is such like a staple. Like you have to have seen Shrek. You know why? You know why, Jamie? He hasn't seen Shrek. He wasn't a kid when Shrek came out.
Yeah, I think
You
you're
were
right.
Like, you were
yeah,
like a
probably.
teenager, right?
I
You
was
were like,
I was 35.
okay, shut the fuck up. You were 35.
Shrek. When did Shrek come out?
Shrek came out when we were,
2001.
like-
2001,
yeah,
I'm pretty
we were
sure.
young, yeah.
Yeah, so
Early
I was like,
2000s. right?
so I was like 16 or 15.
Yeah, you're probably like over like kids movies and stuff.
Yeah, I think that probably around that time that's when I was like really getting into anime and horror movies.
Yeah, it wouldn't be your thing, yeah, for sure.
Not at that time. But anyway,
But it has what's his face? What's that guy's name? Austin
Mike
Powers
Myers?
guy. Mike
Mike
Myers.
Myers.
It's got Cameron Diaz. It's got fucking Eddie Murphy. How'd you miss that? You gotta go back and watch it.
it'll happen eventually, I'm sure.
It's got Smash Mouth. You missed so much.
I don't know what I was thinking.
You're telling me you haven't gotten every Shrek meme for like the past 20 years. You've never even understood any Shrek meme ever.
Well, I just see them. I don't think I don't think it's that deep with them. So it's like I see the Shrek meme and I'm like, all right, I get it. It's a donkey.
Donkey.
It's a troll man.
Donkey. All right, show
Yeah.
us this trailer though.
It looks very bad. But I had to share this because the movie
Okay.
looks so bad. Jamie, have you seen the original Night of the Living Dead?
Because of
Looks
the obvious
high
threat
quality.
to untold numbers of citizens, and because of the crisis which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night. There is
Yeah,
an
we got the
epidemic
drone-
of
we got
mass
the drone
murder.
shots.
There is no really authentic way for us to say who or what to look for and guard yourself against. It seems to be a sudden, general explosion of mass homicide.
It just looks not good.
It's a nightmare. How are we gonna get out of this?
It just looks like a zombie movie.
Nothing that we've ever seen before. It's everywhere. Police and vigilante groups are in the process of combing remote areas.
It just
looks destroy missions against all aggressors.
I think what I don't understand is that this looks extremely low budget. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does look low budget. Yeah.
And this is based on like
Oh my
the
God, that was bad.
the CGI is very bad. The acting is bad. It looks bad. This is like, and to put this into the perspective again, Night of the Living Dead is like the genre defining zombie thing. So I don't understand why this looks so bad.
So I've never seen the Night of the Living Dead, but like, is it the same quality as it was like all those years ago? Maybe they're just trying to like
the original Night of
keep
the Living
that kind of vibe. I don't know.
The original from the 60s is very low budget, but that was because George Romero was a low budget filmmaker. But then his
maybe they're trying
movie,
to make it look low budget for like, you know, the whole like idea of it. I don't know.
I don't know. Like, because then like the 1990 version is like has like a fair budget and it's like done well and the acting is good. This just looks
This one looks like it's supposed to be silly, but it's not at the same time. Can we continue the trailer? Because it looks like, or is that all of it?
No, we can watch the rest of it. Yeah, there's not too much left. So.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. This looks horrible.
Yeah, it doesn't look that great. But it looks like the quality they were shooting for was like an older movie.
Maybe. I don't know.
It looks like it's intentionally like that. For some reason.
R.I.P. That's Robert Carradine, right? The old man at the end and the news reporter. He is David Carradine's brother. Him. He just
wait, hold on. Is David Carradine the English guy?
No, David Carradine is Bill from Kill Bill.
What's Kill Bill? I'm kidding.
Yeah, I was gonna say. No, this actor just passed recently in the last like couple months. Yeah, he
finished the movie though, I guess.
He did finish the movie. This actor was famous for he was the main actor in Revenge of the Nerds. He's the nerd. You've never seen Revenge of the Nerds?
I actually have never seen that. I think I've heard of it, but
well, he's from a famous his brothers Keith Carradine and David Carradine were both very famous actors as well.
Me and Tom gotta sit down and he's just gonna start throwing movies at the wall, seeing which ones I haven't seen, writing them down, and then we have to have like a 2-month hiatus from life and just watch movies straight.
Down with that.
The only thing I would ask about the Night of the Living Dead movie is like, who's making this, and is this actually technically classed as a remake? Because it's so low budget to the point that, one, it's not being hosted on actual trailer channels like big budget movies are. There's also no word of like the company that's behind it, and also I'd never heard this remake is happening, and I haven't heard people complaining about it. So how legit is this actual movie as opposed to being a remake? Because it also says in the trailer itself, based on The Thing.
Is this a fake? Is it a fake trailer?
No, I don't think. No. I think it's a legit movie, but I'm like, getting like, is it getting a theatrical release and things? Like, I don't think this is as big as like people aren't talking about this. Like, it had 22,000 views, the one I found earlier. Like that's the highest amount of views it got. Even bad remakes of movies from popular films get a ton of views, and then the comments are just like all really angry.
It's an indie film.
Yeah, it feels like an indie film more than anything else.
It's probably going to be a direct to Tubi movie, so I'll probably still watch it. It seems like it's going to be on one of the free channels eventually. I wish they would just make a good one.
I googled it and it's like not even showing up that the remake is happening. Kind of weird. Very strange.
Yeah, I don't know if it's I like the because I feel like there's always kind of like very low budget remakes of films all the time, and that's why I'm asking, like, is this just one of those and not actually like a serious remake that usually happens? You know, like I mean, I know there's an actor in there that's like recognizable, but like I don't know, it just
There's another
just with how
actor,
low quality it is, it just makes me like I don't know.
I think this is like an indie. I think it's an indie film.
Oh yeah, like this is there's two actors. There's Carradine and Vivica A. Fox is like she's like granted her profile's not big anymore. She's the lead character of this movie. She was like Vivica A. Fox was super famous at one point. So there's a couple of real actors in this movie.
Oh, I know there's real actors, but they're not usually the ones that are behind the funding or anything in that usually. And there's no like listing of this being going anywhere. It doesn't even say only on Tubi or a Tubi original or like, you know, Hulu. It's not saying an original. It's just saying a movie. And it's not appearing on
really weird.
official trailer channels.
In this day and age, I'm so scared of getting got by AI. I'm so scared. Every fucking turn I make.
I don't think it's AI.
I originally thought, I looked at the beginning of that trailer, I thought it was AI for a second. I was scared, bro.
I was gonna say if this was AI, they would use higher profile actors than Vivica A. Fox.
Yeah,
and,
probably.
Like they
not
like
if they were trying to fool you, Tom.
No, they would be like Bryan Cranston in Night of the Living Dead remake, and it'd be like, oh, they got Bryan Cranston. This is gonna be they got The Rock. The Rock's in this movie. Whoever else they Val Kilmer.
One of the comments Jamie's reading is, "Oh, this is hot garbage."
Well, one thing here said it's more of a fan film. I get it, but why it looks bad compared to the others? So it sounds like it's more fan film with a low budget. It doesn't seem like it's actually an official.
It's like an indie film.
Yeah. I don't think it's like a legit, actual, remake like the actual remake from the 90s.
So it is low budget. So it's legitimately low budget.
It's legitimately low budget. Yeah. So it's not
just as low budget. It adds to the
So it's basically just like
the lore.
It's kind of like I guess it's kind of just like those when someone decides to make a Marvel fan film or something like that, it's probably in that realm more than an actual remake, I think.
I feel like you don't even see fan films anymore. Like this is pretty
I don't think that this is
even happening.
I think that this was probably so. I think that's another thing. I think with Night of the Living Dead, I don't know if it still is, but the original Night of the Living Dead, I believe, is a public domain movie.
Oh well, then this is just going to be fan made then, if it's public domain.
But I don't think that. I think that a real producer took like whatever $2 million. I think that and like low budget could mean a lot of things. I still think that this is probably like a $2 million, $3 million movie. I think this movie is just a big tax write-off thing for some producer man. I do think that this is beyond a fan film. I think that this is a real.
Is the producer's name even on the freaking thing? Do we know who the producer is?
See if we can find the production company.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. I think
film.
I don't. Well, it's a real film, but fan films are real.
Distributions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I think of fan film, I think a fan film is like something that's like an homage or whatever. This is, I think, like a real movie.
Production company is Tiki Terrors, by the way.
But yeah, like there's barely anyone watching this. There's no views on it or anything. It's just it doesn't really seem like there's no one talking about it. I feel like there'd be more talk if it was more of a legit remake. And I know there's real actors and things that have been in it, but they appear in indie stuff all the time as well. So I don't know. I don't feel like this really counts as a remake sort of thing.
Okay.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for it.
Hold on. Tiki Terrors has produced hits such as Asteroid versus Earth. And
okay, I think we found out. Yeah,
Attack of the Killer Lampreys, but also my favorite, not to be confused with Pacific Rim, they have made Atlantic Rim.
Oh.
So it's literally it's just a knockoff franchise. It's just it's just a knockoff thing, and they know that Night of the Living Dead is probably in public domain, so they just made a shitty movie. That's all it is.
Okay.
It's like remember when like famous Disney Pixar movies come along, and then Asia or somewhat other weird production company makes something slightly similar. I remember seeing something called like The King Lion, which is obviously just The Lion King, an animated version of it. It was something that.
I think I found my answer as to what is going on here.
Okay.
So the writer and director of this movie was also the producer for a television series, a long-running television series. It was on for apparently 168 episodes called The Bay, which looks like kind of like a romance the Hawaii type movie or television show, like a drama, like a television drama type show. I've never heard of the show, but apparently it ran for 168 episodes. The guy who is the writer and director of this movie was the producer of the show. So if I had to guess, he took his money from the Bay, invested in this Night of the Living Dead is public domain, and he's like trying to make this his he's like, I'm gonna make so much money from this. This is my guess.
So it is kind of like a little bit of a fan film then. Yeah, it's like let's give it a go.
I don't even think they're gonna make money from it. It's just like they're doing it for fun.
Yeah,
right?
I think they just like the Night of the Living Dead, and so they just decided, let's make a movie with all this money we made from that show.
Maybe. Well, I think this will conclude the strange news portion of the show. Shall we go to break and then we'll be back with some streamer drama, gentlemen?
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
We'll see you guys in a minute.
Hello, everybody. I'm Tom from the MadBox podcast, Skibbity, and I want to talk to you about Patreon. Yes, if you enjoy this podcast, then maybe you should consider supporting us on Patreon. We don't really get paid anywhere else for doing this show, so if there is any support while we build up the channel and hopefully get monetized in the future, it would be nice to see any support that comes from viewers that are able to give something. Over on Patreon, we have many tiers, such as the tier that's $6 a month that will give you exclusive 30 to 60-minute episodes of the MadBox podcast each week. Basically, that's just a place where we talk about the stuff we didn't get to talk about that week, and we leave it there for our Patreon viewers. We also have an exclusive episode of the MadBox podcast on the Patreon right now, which is a Make Me a Believer, where me, Tom from the MadBox podcast, Skibbity, tries to convince Noah, my other podcast member, into believing that Bob Lazar is legit. Pretty cool, right? What do you have to say about this, Noah? Wow, wasn't that insightful? That's really good. So why don't you head on over to Patreon now for the MadBox podcast and help support our members today. If you can't, that is absolutely fine. All we ask for is you share the podcast with your friends or subscribe to the channel as we are live every Sunday, only on YouTube. Maybe we'll be somewhere else, I don't know.
Welcome back. It's time for some streamer drama / shenanigans. Well, it's actually a little bit more serious than that too. There's murder involved in this time.
Murder?
From view botting to murder. Again, the murder's not really a streamer thing, but we can touch on it again. We have a couple things to talk about. Actually, I say a lot of things to talk about, Tom.
It's a big week for
it's a big week.
Even I
big
saw
week.
some streamer drama.
Should we start from small to big? Should we go small to big, or do you want to just start with the big stuff right away?
I think if you want to start us, this is your segment. I only have one
Well,
piece
we
of
have
streamer
something
drama.
that we have something to talk about.
Okay.
You know, we'll start with that. Extra Emily. From my perspective, I have one story, but you also have something else to talk about with her.
Yes, I'll start since you have a lot of stuff. I have a little. This even caught my radar. So I
Yeah.
don't think you're aware of this. All right, you haven't seen this, but
Okay.
I saw this video, and even though I don't follow the streamer drama, it even showed up on my radar. And you said you had an Extra Emily story as well, and I was
have
like,
a
oh, Mike, that's so
completely
weird.
separate Extra Emily thing to talk about. But if you wanna go into it,
so I guess real quick, apparently Mr. Beast's latest video, or one of his latest videos, he got all of these streamers. It was like 50 streamers, and he wanted all of them to go live at the same time, and he painstakingly rebuilt all of their sets in like a green screen. So like they would all go live and nobody would know that they were actually all in this big warehouse.
Yeah.
That they were all together, and then they would all start going into each other's. This was his plan, is that they would all start going into each other's streams. And I just heard about this, and apparently Extra Emily, she couldn't get her green screen to work correctly. So she was like, oh, can I go live? And they said, yes, you can go live. They were meaning you can go live on your stream setup, but like you can't let everybody know that this isn't real. So she just went live on her phone and was like, she went live on her phone and she was like, look, there's Mr. Beast. Look, we're doing this whole fake thing. And then basically Mr. Beast was like, she ruined our video. And then she did an apology just being like, I didn't know.
That's crazy.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
see, the thing with Extra Emily is that it's in the name. She's extra. That's like her persona. I don't know how much of it is a persona or how much of it is like how she really is. But to me, she embodies everything wrong with streamers in terms of like, okay, not like everything wrong, because streamers have done some fucked up things, right? But like, she streams while driving, right? She reached Tret while driving. She's not afraid to stream in public and, you know, have everyone else be a part of her stream.
Was she the one that got in trouble for, she like blew through a red light while she was streaming? She like wasn't paying attention?
Probably. I don't know.
Oh, I saw
can't
some
speak on
other...
that because I don't really know. Listen, that happens with streamers all the time. This is why I'm saying like, this is like, she is the embodiment of all of that. But what the story I have to talk about today is that she got Lacari'd.
Wait, what?
And what I mean by Lacari with, okay, let me back that up.
Wait.
Not like a you know, child thing, okay? But more of like, she alt-tabbed, showed a screen for 1.5 seconds, not even like a millisecond, and some crazy viewer went in and fucking
screenshotted it.
Enhance, and found out she had a view botting service on her other monitor.
So she was view botting.
She's view botting. You know, everyone knows that these big streamers view bot. It's no surprise. And that's not really like, you know, it's just more of like, everyone, I think, has this idea that like the companies that these streamers are a part of view bot them, right? They
but
don't understand
she
that
was
these
clearly
people
doing
are
it.
view bot. She's doing it for herself. Yeah, she's view botting. It's
so
crazy.
Lame.
It's so lame, man, especially for me and you, because we don't do that, right? We're never gonna do that. We are people of integrity, and we want to, you know, build on something in a real way, right? Apparently, you know, we're chumps, and that everyone view bots all the way to the top, and we're stupid for even.
Yeah, what are we doing? We gotta start. We gotta. Hey, the 1,000. I want that number to say 10,000 viewers.
But here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. That isn't even the full story. What makes it even funnier, okay? She got caught by viewbotting. Sure, whatever. When people were posting this, you know, clip on LSF, live stream fails, popular subreddit for all streamer drama, every post was getting deleted and taken down. Every single one. And it's like, okay, this is weird. Why is the LSF mod team, you know, running defense for Extra Emily and all that shit?
She has them in her pocket.
It turns out, Well, it turns out one of the live stream fail moderators is an extreme super mega fan
Oh, come
of
on.
Extra Emily.
Yeah. So there
Super-
was
So let's put it this way. Okay. He's so much of a fan.
Are you saying are you going to use the word, a 4-letter word that I'm thinking of?
a simp?
That's what I was
You
going
could-
to say.
You could say
Was
the
there
word
some
simp. I think
simping
this goes
behavior?
beyond that a little
Is
bit.
this would this go beyond simping to gooning?
No. Well, I'm not. Listen, I don't know how far it goes. All right, I don't know how far down the pipeline it goes. Let's just put it this way. This person, all right, and we have some pretty dedicated, fans that come to our streams, Tom. Right?
Yeah.
This person has sent 6,464 messages in Extra Emily's chat since the beginning of April. So just this month. No, not even the full month.
Yeah,
19
I was going to
days.
say, like,
6.5 thousand messages.
That's crazy. I thought you were gonna say since she started streaming, and I was like, yeah, like I've probably got a couple viewers that have sent 6,000, and in the 6 years I've been streaming, 5 years I've been streaming, yeah, there's probably a couple. But then since April, it is April.
It's April 19th. It's
So
been 19 days, and this came out 2 days ago. So April,
So
April 17th.
So in like 2.5 weeks they've sent 6,000.
Yes, and this is like a big streamers chat, right? Not only are they view botting, they probably have thousands. They got the
but that's
messages
still
are flying off the wall.
psychotic. That's just every second. Hello, what are you doing? Ha ha, hee hee, ha ha.
Well, this
That's
is what I'm
every
saying.
second.
I could understand if she was like a small streamer and this person was typing and having a conversation. You talk to the streamer and you get a little pushback. I'm going to say that maybe 99% of those messages went unread.
Oh, 100%.
Like 99. It was like, hey, Emily, right. How's your day going today? Like none of that was read. So obviously the mod actually got banned from LSF. LSF had to put out a statement. And I had the statement ready to go, but the statement itself has been deleted. Let me see if I can find it.
I mean, it doesn't really surprise me. I mean, I think it's
oh, here we go. I think I got it. If you
I was gonna say none of this behavior surprises me, to be honest.
No,
it's like somebody
it's just kind of like run of the mill. It's just funny, if anything.
It's run of the mill, and I don't know this streamer very well, but I've seen basically since I saw the Mr. Beast thing, I saw somebody made like a video, so I watched like some like 5-minute video, and they showed isolated clips of her. And from my understanding of her, without knowing much about her, is like everything just seems like this is her. She plays innocent a lot, but like she's fully aware of what she's doing.
That's the whole shtick. That's her persona, man. Right? It is what it is. Again, I don't want to when I talk about drama on the podcast, I don't want to attack someone individually, but this is just like a funny thing that happened to them.
She seems
do I
like
really
a pretty
enjoy their content? Not really.
She seems like kind of a problematic person that's like pretending not to be, which is, I mean, what are you gonna do? She's already.
They are someone that will do anything for views.
Right. That's
just bottom line. And those kind of people are kind of, at least people I don't really want to associate with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here, let me read you this statement. Yesterday, a post about Extra Emily and a website Viewbot AI was posted to the subreddit. The original thread was removed by a member of our mod team. They stated, I removed this thread because it looked like Viewbot AI website is a pop-up from the 6.7 speed website that appeared when she opened it to try the challenge. So what they were doing essentially, okay, I'm going off the statement here, is the moderator was trying to say that it wasn't a Viewbotting website and instead that it was an advertisement from the 6.7 challenge speed run thing,
but
which is definitely it's just not true. It's
okay.
not true at all.
Yeah.
Trying to do due diligence, multiple members of the mod team themselves tried, but could not recreate the pop-up of our own end. So they even went the extra mile to recreate the pop-up just to see. They couldn't just tell that it was the Viewbotting website. They couldn't just, see obviously that it was a Viewbotting website. So they did their due diligence, right? We tried multiple browsers, incognito mode, everything, and we could not recreate the pop-up. The same mod that removed the original thread said they did recreate the pop-up by spamming the start button. We took their word on it and started to remove threads and comments that kept popping up about the situation. More threads and comments popped up questioning why we should remove these threads and push back on the claims that it was a pop-up. We tried to gather more proof, but they said that they could not recreate it and suggested the pop-up may have been removed. Today, it started to become more apparent that this moderator may have lied or fabricated the claim of a pop-up to seemingly protect Extra Emily. Through more digging, we were able to confirm that they are an avid Extra Emily clipper, poster, and active community member in her Discord. Mods are going to have biases. The viewers, we can allow this. Yeah, it was. It's pretty funny, you know. This is the same Reddit where that one guy made that YouTube video. Do you remember the Reddit mod?
I remember you showed us. Yeah, the Reddit manifesto man.
It's Reddit just manifesto man.
I think that this is something I'm sure that smaller people, I don't think that we get this as much, but I know that bigger streamers definitely get it. And it is like a concern, I guess, for content creation. I think that a lot of people develop these like weird parasocial attachments to content creators. And this is like, I'm super appreciative for like everybody who watches my stuff, interacts in my chat, but there is like a line. And I think something like this is like, I'm assuming this is like I'm assuming it's a lonely man and somebody who's just like, they're commenting 6,000 times in this person, like thinking it's a delusion. It's a derangement. They think that this person is like they're helping, they're in like a relationship with this. It's like they think that they're in this like weird fictional relationship with this person. And that's just not true. And I really wish that there are some content creators that are better about it, where they put out a thing, or they'll put up like a boundary, they'll put out things just to make it like clear that like, hey, you know, log off. Like, I think that a really good person for mental health stuff is Markiplier. I think he does a really good job of like treating his fans with respect, but also like putting up boundaries and like being, you know, advocating for mental health.
Like,
there does.
You just need to understand, like, even us with small communities, right? I know a lot about my community members in my stream, right? I know a lot about all of them, but at the end of the day, we don't know each other, right? Like, we've never met each other IRL. You know, we've never sat down and talked to each other person kind of thing. You know, like at the end of the day, you have to realize that boundary is there, and not only is it there, but it's there for a reason, right? Like,
right. Well, it's
kind of a weird thing, but it's kind of a good thing to have the relationship of like being able to joke around with somebody, know them on a surface level without having to dig any deeper and get all the bad stuff about them, right? All the negative stuff that comes with relationships. Oh, I don't like this guy. Eventually you start hating them. Eventually this, you know what I mean? There's a reason the boundary's there, because if you go deeper, it's just gonna tear everything up.
There has to be a little bit of a separation. There has to be like
unfortunately,
a little bit.
I feel as though this is way worse with female streamers. So,
I think that's what I was eventually going to get to, is that I do think that with somebody like Extra Emily, not to say that she's like pushing for this, but like I do think that like this man, his actions to me, it's like he's trying to get on her radar. Like I think that there's often like this delusion, and I think it is worse for female streamers, where they're like, if I do all this stuff, she's gonna marry me eventually. I know it. She's gonna finally give me. And no, I will tell you, this streamer will, like, if you're ever think to do this to somebody, no, that's never going to happen. Like, don't,
you know what it is?
Don't do that.
You know what it is, like parasocial relationships and like thinking that this girl likes you when they've never even heard of you and stuff like that. That kind of stuff is, I think, is the precursor to all these new like AI relationships that you see coming out with like ChatGPT-5 and like people crying and making Reddit posts about how like they'll never find love again because their AI bot chat assistant doesn't love them anymore, doesn't even recognize them, kind of thing. It's you know, I feel like some people just need help. It's unfortunate, but they just need help.
No, I had somebody in my chat the other day, and I won't say who they are because I'm not, you know, I won't say who they are, but they did it publicly, so I without saying their name, I'll say it.
Okay, I'm very
so-
interested now.
Somebody in my chat was telling me that their boss openly admits to talking to an AI chat, like they have active conversations with their AI
Whoa.
chatbot. And my advice, which I'll still stand by,
That's such a slippery slope, dude.
right. My advice is you need to not work for this company anymore because that's crazy. Like that their boss is like openly being like, I talk to my AI, like they talk to their AI chatbot.
No,
like
you're not thinking
person.
big picture here.
That's
What that viewer needs
That's
to do is
derangement.
start feeding the AI chatbot how awesome this one employee is,
Oh,
and how
yeah,
you should
yeah.
totally promote this person. Steal their phone. Hey, Grok.
Give them a
Ted is really
$1,000
awesome and
raise.
really cool. You should give them a $10,000 raise.
Give them a $10,000 a year raise. That you should do that because they're doing such a great job.
You gotta
But
think. You gotta think big picture, man.
that's true. That's true. But like I heard that, but I think that like there is something. It is like a precursor to that because it's like especially a bigger streamer like that. Somebody like Extra Emily, she's not even reading these messages. Like because it's like what you're saying.
100%. She has no idea.
Like I even like my stream's not even that big. I have like 15 people usually, and like even I can't keep up with my chat sometimes because there's just too much going on and I can't keep up with it. She has thousands of people, and this person like she's not even reading 99% of this guy's messages.
Yeah.
So it's like this person in their head is like typing these messages, and in their head I'm certain that they're like, oh, this streamer is getting these messages, they're hearing me, they're acknowledging me. It's very troubling.
Hey,
it's
troubling. It works out for Extra Emily because she had an inside man to delete all those posts. It happened anyway. I mean, everyone knows that she's a viewbotter now, but is what it is. Nothing's gonna happen to her. I think that's the most fucked up thing, right? Is that nothing's gonna be happening to anybody that viewbots. So
there's
we are
never any
stupid for not doing it, but
right. Well, that's the thing with that's the most infuriating thing about streaming or streaming culture that I've personally have is that many of these top streamers do reprehensible things and they never get banned, or they get banned
it's fake
for
it till you make
day.
it. That's what streaming is. You should fake it till you make it, right? Like the streamers, by and large, don't have anything to offer the planet. They have nothing. What they say is stupid. What they say is not worth it. It's not worth even hearing. But because they have this amount of people watching them hear those things, right? And they're having people talk about them, right? It seems like what they say is important. So, a lot of people, I think there are definitely people that have made it and on their own and have done it, right? But there's way more people that have faked it all the way to the top. Like, actually.
Yeah, I guess for every
fucked up, man.
I think that there are great examples of streamers that I would go, okay, this streamer is entertaining. I would even watch like a clip every once in a while of them. I think that like Queso is a good example of like, I'm like, all right, yeah, Queso's entertaining. I'm like, I think he's like, or like I Show Speed, I think is like, I'm like, okay, I'm like, he's entertaining. I'm like, he does like fun stuff. But then there are also the streamers of like, I'm like, how did this person get popular? This other person, I'm like, this person is just doing awful things. And I'm like, how did this person get popular? So for every like good streamer who's like made it, and I'm like, oh, their community's positive. I'm like, their stuff seems fun. Yeah. There's also an example of like, there's an Extra Emily of like, I'm like, why is this person? Why did we make this person popular?
All right, moving on from Extra Emily, because I don't want to make this whole Extra Emily segment. There is a cheating afoot. And not just on viewbotting.
What?
I don't know if this person viewbots, but there is a streamer that has gotten caught for cheating for years on various shooter games. Their name is Muda, and he just got banned from Rainbow Six Siege. Yeah, he did a 1v1 with streamer Jinxie. Do you know who Jinxie is?
I vaguely know who Jinxie is. I don't know who this other person is.
He's a very popular streamer. For a while, he was like the #1 sub 2 streamer. But he plays a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, and he's really good. Muda has like maybe 30 hours on Rainbow Six Siege, and was doing shit to Jinxie that like pros aren't even capable of doing. Like he was like tracking him through a wall, right, and shooting the wall and killing Jinxie. Right.
So obviously
very
cheating.
Obvious cheating.
Yeah,
very, very, very obvious stuff. But he came out and recently said that he would never cheat in a competitive environment. Basically admitting to the fact that he's a cheater.
But not competitively.
No, but not competitively. But the thing is, once you admit to being a cheater, you know, of course you're gonna lie about everything, right? You've already cheated. You've already made that. So, but the thing is, though, Tom, this guy has been in Twitch Rivals events. This guy has been in streamer events. Everything this guy has won and been a part of for like the past however many years he's been streaming as a big content creator is like almost all invalidated. It's been proven that he was hacking on Rust and you know on the Twitch Rivals Rust. Do you know what Twitch Rivals is? I keep bringing that up.
Is it something they do? I feel like I've seen clips of it, but it's like they do it at TwitchCon.
Twitch Rivals is not something they do at TwitchCon. It's just something that Twitch holds for a way for a bunch of streamers to participate on the same game and like just have like a big content creation thing. And so, you know, it's not just him he's affecting, right? If he kills someone in Rust, you know, the other person looks bad, he looks really good. You know, he's been doing this for so long. It's actually kind of a big deal, but it's really funny getting caught like that.
Yeah.
I don't think Jamie needs to pull up the clip, but it was very funny to see Jinxie's response, or just Jinxie, to put it in perspective, I think has like 30,000 hours on Rainbow Six Siege. I might be wrong about that.
He's played ridiculous. I mean, I assume this is his main streaming game.
So the thing about Rainbow Six Siege is like you get to the point where you can just hear things and know what's happening in the game, right? Like that's how good he is. He knows what's happening without even visually seeing what's happening, right? And even he was completely shocked to see what this Buddha guy was doing. So to see his facial expressions, like, is this guy cheating? Is he cheating? And this is not just in front of like a couple people. This is like 100,000 plus people are watching this guy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This guy's cheating in front of all of them.
I mean, I mean, if you're gonna do it at that level on that stage, I guess the least you could do is like own up to it. And it seems like they sort of admitted to doing it, but not fully. Just like, well, if I was doing this I assume he's doing this as damage control so that when if he gets invited to another Rivals, he's like, well, I wouldn't do it while I was playing Rivals.
Yeah, no, well, he basically said he wouldn't do this, he wouldn't do that, and yeah, he's a cheater. It's pretty much confirmed. Would you ever cheat in a game, Tom? Have you ever cheated in a game, Tom? Be honest with me.
Like would I put like a multiplayer game?
Yeah. Have you ever cheated? Have you ever downloaded hacks?
On a multiplayer game, no, but if I was playing like, I mean, like an example that I just recently is like Resident Evil 9. Hell yeah, I downloaded those mods to give me infinite ammo, and I was like, but like I'm openly being like,
those are mods. It's a little bit different. If you're playing a single player game, you're allowed to play it however you want.
But also, I'm literally playing the game. Like when I was playing it with Leon as Shrek. I'm clearly playing a modded version of the game. And then when people were asking me, oh, what are you playing? And I'm like, I modded my game.
Wait, hold on. As who?
As Shrek.
But you haven't seen Shrek, so how'd you even know?
Yeah, but it's funny to have it as a clip. So I modded it so that you've played Resident Evil 9. We're talking about Resident Evil. We're talking about
the next 2 hours is Resident Evil check. Log in.
That's right. Lock in, everybody. No, I modded it so that Leon was Shrek and then the motorcycle was Donkey.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think that was a good move. And then I unlocked another cheat with a mod so that I had unlimited points to buy upgrades, and then I turned that on to like 9 billion, and then I bought every upgrade in the game, so that I had like I was playing it as Shrek.
Wait a minute, you're a cheater.
I was playing it as Shrek with an unlimited rocket launcher, just walking around using the rocket launcher on everything.
All right, well, to move on from that cheating, let's talk about another cheating thing, but that's a little bit more real and more in real life. And I'm not talking about game cheating. I'm talking about cheating on your significant other. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. But I
don't know what I'm talking about.
I do not support whoever this is if they're doing that.
Is
Before you start, I will put
Okay.
my statement out there that if you're, and I'm going to say this to anybody who's watching this, or anybody who's watching this on Spotify, or anybody in the chat or watching the YouTube VOD after, if you ever get to the point where like you're going to like cheat on your significant other, just break up before. Don't cheat on your partner. Like if you're going, just like break up. Just don't cheat on the person. Just break up.
Right.
Like don't put your
Right.
partner don't put your partner through that. That's horrible.
This is
Do
going to be
not-
a very interesting story for Tom. This is going to be very interesting.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no. So yeah, keep going. Keep doing your whole thing. They shouldn't. They
I-
shouldn't cheat. They should just break up. They shouldn't
I-
like drag
yeah,
someone
I was-
on. Yeah.
Right. I was gonna say I was gonna say, yeah, don't cheat on your partner. If you're gonna get to that point, you shouldn't just don't go out with the person anymore. Don't put them through that.
I share the same sentiment. If you're gonna cheat, like it's over, right? That's
don't
basically what it is.
don't put somebody through that. That's crap. dude.
Especially if
You're-
you love them, even if you don't love them anymore. If you love them at some point, like you should have some respect for them, right?
right. You're like
interesting.
I'll go as far. I will go as far as to say you are a bad person if you do that.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is gonna be good. So there is a guy, okay, who has spent the last, I want to say 5 years, probably longer, of playing at this persona of a anime boy protagonist that can do no wrong and is very innocent and is a very quiet, lovable young guy, right? By the name of Saikuno. Do you know who that is?
I know the name. I don't know his stuff, but like I know
He's a pretty
big-
large streamer
he's a
that
pretty-
has been part of stuff that's like OTV related. I don't know if he was essentially in OTV, but he's been part of the streamer zeitgeist for a long time, especially as someone that is a beloved, innocent person. Okay. This beloved innocent person has a girlfriend. And it came out that this guy has been cheating, not once, not twice, but I think I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little dramatic here. I think almost 100 times.
I mean, come on. Yeah. I mean, that's just like, yeah, it's
multiple,
like pure...
at least multiple. I think it was a lot because he was just slinging it, man. He was just shooting the shot wherever
just be
he
single,
could, dude.
Yeah, like at that, just be at a point like that. Like it's just scumbag. Well, I also think he's famous, right? So like
Very
that's
famous.
also like a power dynamic thing. Like
For sure.
I
It was
don't
very problematic. Yep.
without knowing anything about this. I think this happens a lot with celebrities, and this person would be a celebrity, where they use their celebrity to be like, do you know who I am? And it definitely like makes
it's
it
a very
easier.
Dr. Disrespect moment.
Right. Which is like,
he was essentially proven to be in like a lot of women's DMs, a lot. And there's
right. He was DMing other streamers to be like, I'm Dr. Disrespect. Like, and then
I'm talking about Saikuno,
but Dr. Disrespect did the same thing where Dr. Disrespect, to go back to it, I forget how many times, maybe it was just once or twice, but he cheated on his wife with streamer at TwitchCon.
Yeah. It's essentially, it's basically the same the same thing. People are making the joke, welcome to the Champions Club, Saikuno, all this stuff. It's pretty insane how many times he actually did it. But like it's what makes it super funny is that he played at this like, hey guys, I'm this super innocent anime boy.
I'm just a whittle guy. I would never. I'm just a whittle.
guy.
But like I've literally seen videos, to go back to Extra Emily. I know we're not going to talk about it, but like somebody made a parody. I don't remember the content creator's name, but they were making I saw a TikTok where somebody was explaining the Mr. Beast Extra Emily thing, where like it's like the guy holding his phone as Extra Emily, and he's like, oh, I'm not supposed to be streaming, I'm sorry. And then like it was like Extra Emily apologizing, and it was like the guy as her going, but I didn't know, I'm just a baby.
Yeah, that's
like,
that's literally what it is. I mean, even you can see it in the DMs with the other women that he was cheating on with.
Yeah.
The girl was like, "Yeah, you want to have sex?" And he's like, "Whoa, I don't really know what that is, but sure,
Yeah,
I guess."
I don't know. I'm innocent. I'm just a baby.
It's really bad. It's really bad
Yeah.
because and the funny part is I've always thought this about Sykkuno, that he was just like fucking, and I didn't like him. He was just fucking annoying.
He's
And
fake.
this whole
basically.
anime boy persona. Yeah, I don't like fake people, right? But people are like coming out and being like, "Oh, that wasn't a real thing. Wait, he wasn't innocent. Wait, what?" Like their whole world
he was
view is
actually
being
a-
shattered right now.
He's
Like,
actually a scumbag. Wait, what?
it was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the shit that came out, and the craziest thing about all of this is they just put out a statement. He apologized. The apology is a little bit weird. I don't want to read the whole apology to you. But
Is the
he had
apology
a
just are the
separate-
apologies just like, I don't know what happened. I'm just a baby.
That's up for you to read. I couldn't even get through it. It was
Oh.
so annoying. But the second half of the apology I think is funny, because it is his girlfriend, quote unquote. It could
He got
not be
her-
his
he-
girlfriend. He could just be saying it.
He got her to
her
he got
to
to
write on the
co-sign. I forgive him for all of
And
his
she-
his
she's
things.
staying with him throughout all of this.
Yeah,
She's like, she essentially said, because okay, the way this all came out is one, I think it was a VTuber that was part of one of the women that he was cheating on with, was able to like expose this network of like cheating that he was doing. But before that, I think she made an OnlyFans or something. She basically did something where she was able, I think it was a Patreon. She opened up a Patreon before exposing all this. So now like she opens, the timeline is she opens the Patreon or whatever, right? And then she exposes Sykkuno, thus bringing a bunch of people to her Patreon and supporting her, right? So it's a little bit weird and scummy there.
Yeah, but like
She knew she was gonna bank on it essentially.
Yeah, but like I also, but I've seen people do similar things, but like also like she was wronged, so that's like
No,
she was wronged.
I don't know how many of these women knew that he was in a relationship. I think it was actually public knowledge that he was in a relationship. So I'm sure like all of these women.
He's like on his stream being like, "Here is my girlfriend of 5 years, guys."
Yeah, no. So I think like all these women are kind of like on the wrong side of the cheating. Like they knew that he was cheating on his girlfriend with them. So like I don't really feel any sympathy for them. But the girlfriend in her statement was essentially like mad that these women exposed the cheating stuff, that they should have kept it to themselves and their business is their business. They shouldn't involve it. It's really strange. It's really strange because we're not talking about once or twice here that he cheated. I'm talking about like a fucking entire underground network conspiratorial fucking, the Sykkuno files.
Yeah. It's weird, but like, this person, even if they're making money off the situation, they were still manipulated. And I think that that's the other thing. But then the girlfriend who's staying with Sykkuno, she's also being manipulated by, like, who knows what he's telling her behind the scenes. But like, this is like somebody being manipulated as well.
Well,
it's like psychology.
She's either being manipulated or realize that like, Sykkuno has a lot of fucking money.
Well, but
the flip side of it, maybe their relationship wasn't as, good to begin with, and maybe she's like, well, I'll stay with him anyway because he's famous and has money.
But that's still like, if she truly cared about herself, and she would be like, I'm going to leave this guy anyway. You know what I mean? Like she would stand on her principles, and
Either
she would
way,
leave.
the relationship was not healthy.
No, I don't think the relationship
she's
was
willing
was
to
good.
stay with this man who has cheated on her so many times. It's insane. It's like, it's actually the amount of times that he cheated on her is like, it's fucking crazy.
It sounds really messy. And
actually,
like,
I do have this statement if you want to read it.
Yeah, if you want to,
you want me to read it?
Yeah, if you want to read it.
on.
But yeah, I it sounds very messy. it sounds like Saikuno. The other thing is Saikuno is a streamer and he's very popular. Like I don't know him, but like I know that he's popular.
Very popular streamer, yeah.
He talks for a living. So
Yeah.
he knows how to like talk to people. So even if the girlfriend is like in on it, this man,
Yeah.
it's like the man with the velvet voice. Like he knows how to like talk to her. Like he knows how to speak as well. So
Yeah.
I do think it sounds like there's a
Well,
level of manipulation here regardless.
He knows how to speak like an anime boy. I really don't think you understand when I mean like he talks like an anime protagonist. Like I think you're underestimating that.
I
a
mean,
little bit.
I guess she really likes anime.
Like he would cover his mouth and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah,
Like,
see, like
It's so hard for me to make you understand how cringe he's been for so long.
yeah, I was gonna say
It's
this
crazy.
is the I've heard the name and I know that he has a very devoted female fan base. So this doesn't surprise. Sadly, this doesn't surprise me. Like it's for lack of a better term, it sounds pretty cringe.
Let me read because we don't fucking care what he has to say. Let's read. I'm gonna read to you what she has to say. Okay.
Okay.
Hi there. I want to start by saying thank you to those who have been checking on me and wishing me well during such a difficult time. It's been extremely heartbreaking to learn everything I know now, and going through this has been one of the hardest things I've ever had been put through in my whole life. I've been tossed around from all sides. Me and my reality have been continuously shattered. Though no matter how broken I am, I never wanted this to be public. It deeply hurts me that I wasn't given a choice in that, or even just warned that this would be happening at all. I didn't want this. Even after the fact, I wish they would have at least checked in on me or asked me how I felt about everything, but I haven't heard anything from the people involved since it all came out. I understand that those involved with him have been hurt as well, but I don't believe my feelings were considered in this situation at all. Having my worst fears become my reality, then put on full display and used for profit for everyone to see is absolutely mortifying. It truly feels like a nightmare. It was already hard enough to trying to work out things in private. This is just add another layer of difficulty and stress on top of everything. Made it so much harder for me to cope. Prior to all this becoming public, we were already making changes to improve our relationship, and while I could have chosen to leave, I ultimately made the decision to stay with the hopes of repairing our relationship together. Even though all of things I've learned are incredibly disappointing and shocking, I don't think they are irredeemable. It's been hard handling things unfolding this way, but I believe, yeah, no, she's crazy, dude. She crazy. What do you mean? What the fuck you on about? What do you mean, dude? She cheated on me like 100 times. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, he's not that bad. He's not that bad. Oh,
but like that's the whole thing is like, but like this is classic. I will say, sadly, I even in real life,
yeah.
I'm certain that you know people that have like, you know, they're serial, like a serial cheater, and like the girlfriend always goes back to the guy.
Yeah,
like,
but this isn't even like they always go back, but at least they were separated at first, you know.
But like,
at least she was like,
but I think
the
that
human
this is
aspect
a similar.
is like I should remove myself from the situation. This is,
but I think that this is a similar situation, though. This is maybe not the same, but similar. Where like
I don't think it's that similar because no one has probably had to deal with this. I'm thinking he cheated once on a stripper, and you know we can move past that, okay? And then he did it again. I'm sorry, but now we have a kid or something. Then they go back. This is like. He was up on everything. I mean, up on everything, Dom. Like every single woman that crossed his path in his community that looked semi-decent, he was in their DMs talking to them.
It sounds
like it's fucking crazy.
This is, yeah, like that. Yeah, this is bad. But like, I think the thing that makes this grosser, again, is like I only know Saikuno as like I do know that they're very popular, and I think that there's a lot of people in his like I think it would be very easy for him to like message like a lesser streamer to be like hi, I'm Saikuno. It's like let's meet up, and like I think that there's a serious like power dynamic thing here, and
well,
like
there's also
gross.
another streamer commented on this. I have to say it. It is a gif of LeBron like making a shot, and it's kept the girlfriend, and then the girlfriend calls out the other women. W move.
It's really weird. I feel like
It's
they're,
so
they're
fucking
yeah.
weird, man.
Without knowing, only knowing what you've like, having a very loose knowledge of Saikuno in the first place, and then hearing you describe this, it does sound like there's a certain level of manipulation going on
For sure.
here.
For sure.
And it's
For
very
sure.
sad. And I wish that it, like, I don't know the girlfriend. But like, I hope that I hope that she dumps his ass and then has some self-respect and leaves, because it sounds like she's being manipulated. It's not good.
I don't know how much time do we have, Jamie? Can I 10 minutes? Oh shit, I gotta choose between. We'll talk about the first one real quick, and then we'll get into the big beefy one. I didn't even get to the big beefy one that was that was the thumbnail of the whole podcast. But first, some good news. Johnny Somali, do you remember who that is?
I know that he's like I've only seen some clips of him, but he's like one of the prank streamers, right? And he got arrested in,
well, quote unquote prank streamer. His prank was
Korea. Did he get arrested in Korea?
His pranks were along the lines of going to Japan and screaming Hiroshima, Nagasaki over and over again in a crowded subway.
Right. I mean, he's like an awful streamer.
He's
like,
an awful piece of shit human being. Like, he went to Korea, and the comfort women statues. You know what a comfort woman was in Korea?
I do not.
I think it was like, I really don't know. It's some cultural significance. I don't really know too much about it, but it was like these women were like prostitutes, and so the statues were made to show like the strength of these women that they had to go through this time of like dealing with what they had to deal with. I think they were like, they had to have sex with like soldiers or whatever. Anyway, I don't know. Again, I don't really know it that much.
He disrespected these.
He
like,
disrespected
statues.
the fuck out of these statues. Like, was like feeling up on them, videotaping himself. All this. He got arrested. Not recently. This is not recent news, but he did get arrested, and he's been going through back and forth, trying to get out of jail time and get out of all this stuff. They were able to put him in I think a labor camp for like 6 months. A 6 months prison sentence for
doing hard labor. That's
crazy. But the big thing that's happened recently is that the lawyers are trying to lobby for a longer prison sentence. They want him there for like years.
His lawyers?
No,
the country's lawyers. Okay,
yeah. Like they want to put like at least a couple more years tacked on.
I mean, yeah, let's put Johnny Somali, Vitali, Jack Doherty, put them all.
Let's get them out of here, man.
Send them all to the prison, the labor camp. I fully support it. Send all of them. Jack Doherty, Vitali, all of them. Send them all.
Yeah.
I support it.
Let's get to the big thing though. This sucks. I don't have a lot of time. I should have a lot of the time better. But do you know the artist David?
We talked about this. We on our other podcast, we started this story, and and Jamie might be able to comment on this as well. From what I remember, the David situation, David, super popular he got very popular because some of his songs blew up on TikTok, and then that turned into like a real music career. So super popular in his early 20s, but then I believe she was only 14 or 15. Yeah. And now there's like allegations.
Celeste Rivas.
Yes. There was allegations that David was dating her as like a 22 or 23-year-old man dating like a 14 or 15-year-old girl. And then she disappeared, and she was found in the trunk dead. Sadly, she was found in the trunk of one of his cars in front of his Hollywood home. And then he was accused, but then not charged. And I guess that was the last that we heard.
A whole back and forth.
That was like the last we heard of it.
Essentially, like they found, I think they also found like, okay, so she was dismembered in the trunk of a car that was owned by him. Okay,
it was his
in
car.
A police lot. They found it was his car, but they also found on his property a refrigerator that had that was like bloodied or something. I forget it was something. There was just like a shit ton of evidence leading to the fact that this guy murdered David. And I mean, before even all this stuff came out, like the dismembered bodies and all this shit, people on social media were like creating like these long, like, they were basically internet detectiving the fuck out of him. Like,
Oh yeah, like that was something.
He's been pinned as the killer since
It was
the very
clear.
moment of her disappearance. To
It was
everyone,
clear.
this guy was
Like
clear.
there was even we watched like a music video, and like the music video that we watched from him, I remember like we were watching it on a stream, and we're like, this is his confession. It was like he was murdering a woman in the video, and we were like, and it was like named after her and had some association with her name.
What? I didn't know all that. That's
there was
crazy.
like a whole thing with this music video where it was like very clear that he was like self-reporting, being like, and it was like shortly after she vanished, this music video came out, and it was like people online were like, wait, what? Like, what, you released this video? Like, what is this?
Yeah. Well, he got arrested like I think a couple days ago. 3 days ago. Yeah. He's in jail now. Well, not in jail.
Finally,
but he's been arrested for murder.
I did see this before the show. I saw that this was something, or you said you were going to talk about this before the show. I did see, and this was Jamie piped in on this too. We assumed he was already in jail. The Los Angeles police did not charge him this entire time. We talked about this like 6 or 7 months ago on the old podcast, and we were like, oh, we assumed he was in jail. But no, he's been free performing this entire time. And the LA police have finally charged him in connection with this crime. And now he's been arraigned, and but he's been free for like 7 months or something. We assumed he was already in jail
for a long time, dude. Yeah. They finally got him. He's arrested.
I hope that they were just building a rock solid. Maybe that's what they were doing. They were like building a rock solid case, I guess. But
I'm sure that he was he couldn't leave the country, he couldn't leave the state or something. Like they had him like locked down. There was no way he was getting away, but they were just building the case against him and everything.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the evidence is crazy. The fact that it took so long though is insane.
The evidence is
insane.
Right, like in this specific case,
we found a chopped up body in a car that you owned in a legal parking spot.
Let me ask you this, Noah. Let me ask you this. What if he used the extra Emily defense and just went, but I'm just a little baby? I think that if he did that, he'd probably get away with it. I couldn't have murdered her.
I don't know what murder is.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Senpai. I couldn't possibly have committed this crime. Just one of those.
What do you mean? Murder? I would never.
Murder. Just like some crazy. I think if he used the anime boy or the extra Emily, I'm just a little baby. I think if he did either of those, he'd probably get away with it.
Yeah, it probably would have. That's a crazy week. And Jamie had a couple things too. I don't know if we have time for it, but a bunch of streamers getting assaulted.
We could talk about it on the bonus episode.
That's true. We do have a bonus episode. I forgot about that. Yeah,
that's true. We should plug that right now. I think we're going to wrap this up in a minute. But if you would like to support the show more, we do have a Patreon, and for a couple of bucks on our Patreon, this channel is not monetized. It probably won't be monetized for a while. But if you would like to buy us a cup of coffee, maybe we'll make enough for a burrito or two eventually. If you'd like to support us over on Patreon. Wait, what was that?
A couple burritos.
A couple of burritos would be nice. If you'd like to buy us a couple burritos, support us on Patreon. Thank you, everybody who is supporting us on Patreon. We got a couple members over there. We do a little bonus after everything that we can't get to on the main episode. We'll do like an extra 20, 30 minutes over on the Patreon after the show. So maybe we could do that on the Patreon.
And guys, make sure you're subscribed to this channel now. This is the new channel. So if you think that, you're already subscribed, just double check. This is a new YouTube channel that we're on.
I don't even think we have a custom URL tag yet, right, Jamie? I think you have to have 100 people to have a custom URL.
I'll have to check.
Right?
I can't remember. And I think probably not. The @ thing seems to still work. I think you've got those, and that's usually the URL.
Okay.
Yeah,
I remember that used to be a thing on YouTube that you had to have like 100 subs or something before you could do a custom tag.
Oh, well, yeah, when you did a custom tag, I think you needed a lot more than 100. I couldn't remember what it was,
1,000.
but
something like
that.
But
that disappeared when I think the @ thing came along, because then they just stuck that at the people's like it's basically like a username now, so everyone has a custom URL.
Well, why don't we?
And a little teaser. I forget what we're doing next week, but we should definitely talk about the fact that Trump says that he's going to release the alien files next
That's
week. We
true.
should talk about
That's-
that. Yeah.
It's the
That's true,
producer
but
hour
they-
next week. You can guess what's in the box.
Oh,
Finally,
shit.
maybe we'll get
shit,
it.
We get another chance, Tom.
Finally, it's been. I've been chomping at the bit. I'm gonna have to. You know what we should do? We should
Get your guesses ready. Holy shit.
You know what we should do? We should
What?
We should pool our money together, Noah, and we should send like an Uber driver over to Jamie's house and just say, try to get inside. Try to get into the room and try to open the box, and we'll give you an extra. We'll give you a
I
big
think you
tip.
can do that, Tom.
No. We'll do that.
I don't think you can do that, Tom.
I think
I'll
if
be
you
like,
did that, I
forceful-
think you'll end up in one of Noah's unemployment hours where he's talking about you getting arrested for 7 years going down the line.
I'll leave the instructions of force your way inside. If you encounter resistance by an angry British man, knock him unconscious. Force your way inside. Knock out the angry British man. Find out what's in the box, and we'll give you a 25% tip.
Only 25% for breaking and entering and assaulting somebody.
Times are tough. You know what I mean?
All right.
In this economy,
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on the MadBox podcast. Next week, we might find out what's in the box. Thank you for following us on our new home. If you're listening to this on Spotify, there should be a link to the YouTube channel on the Spotify URL. Click on over to YouTube, and we also do stuff on YouTube. So follow us over there as well.
Yep.
All right, stay mad, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Stay mad. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.